Konnichiwa, I'm Austin Griffith. I'm the founder of BuidlGuidl. We are a DAO. We focus on developer onboarding and education. Can I get the slides up? Let's do it. Yeah, WTF is BuidlGuidl. It is an organization, a DAO. It's actually a Wyoming DAO LLC here to help you learn, build, and thrive on Ethereum. The three main pillars of the BuidlGuidl are education, tooling, and grants. Let's start with education. The best place to get started building on Ethereum is speedrunethereum.com. See that little buffalo? That's the same little buffalo right over there underneath that cute little castle. It's pretty rad. We have a whole curriculum. We've focused for a long time on how to teach how to build this stuff and the kinds that you do build. We have an NFT challenge, then a staking app, then a token vendor, then a dice game, then you build a DEX. Then there's a multi-sig and a whole bunch of other stuff. But these challenges aren't copy-paste challenges. You actually have to really think for yourself and write things, but we do a lot of guiding and education along the way. You build up your profile on Speedrun Ethereum, and so that's our education branch, plus a little bit of workshops here and there. We do tooling too. It's called Scaffold ETH 2. It's the best way to build apps on Ethereum. A lot of people have been forking Scaffold ETH 2 to make their own versions. You can use Scaffold ETH 2 to build decentralized apps. Go to scaffoldeth.io. You can git clone or npx create ETH. Let's just go through it real quick. You npx create ETH, you pick Hardhat or Foundry, you install that thing. It kind of feels like you're launching an aircraft when you pull up all these different windows, but you got a blockchain and you got a front end and you're deploying, and this is what it looks like when it comes up. But the cool thing is this tab right here, this debug contracts tab. It's an automatic front end. So as soon as you add things to your contract and deploy them, they show up here. You also have burner wallets, so you're making quick, fast transactions without all that clunkiness of MetaMask. So here we are, we're going to add a beneficiary. We're going to write some Solidity here. So we create this beneficiary, and then we create a function that lets you set the beneficiary. And then all of a sudden, so now we've got that beneficiary there, we've got a little function. See how that front end auto-adapts as we add that Solidity? So we put Vitalik's ENS address in there, and it auto-resolves it. Then we hit send, and we set Vitalik as the beneficiary for some reason. I think he's wandering around with like a puffy suit on right now. It's pretty rad. Okay, then we can also simulate what it's like to come in as someone else. Notice I have a burner wallet up in the top right there, and I'm going to try to come in as a bad guy and set the beneficiary. And sure enough, it says not the owner. So we were able to quickly test our assumptions and try things. Then once you're done tinkering with your Solidity, you move over to the front end and you start building that React. But this is really cool. All of your smart contract variables are now right here in your front end. So as soon as you open up the quotes to say, what function do I want to call, it goes and looks at your smart contract, figures out all the functions, and then gives them to you here. So it's really quick and easy. It extends WAGMI and VM. You can see here now we read the beneficiary, and then we're going to display the beneficiary. And there it is, a big ugly Ethereum address. Let's clean that up and let's wrap it in an address component. Scaffold ETH comes with lots of components out of the box to help you build quickly. There we go. Doesn't that look better? It's got his ENS avatar. It's got his ENS. You copy that. Every single address in the whole app will link to whatever network you have the app on. And then we want to do some, address input, right? If you want to accept an address, as they type that address in, it's going to do ENS resolution. It's going to give you that ENS avatar. Just really nice UI that you're going to need if you're going to build a decentralized app. So how do we write to a smart contract? We're going to use scaffold write contract, and then we're going to drop that in. We're going to set the beneficiary to whatever the new address is in the state. So we type in atg.eth. It resolves it. We hit set beneficiary. Ha-ha, I took it from you. All right, cool. Now it's time to deploy, right? We wrote our front end. We tinkered with our smart contract. We got it to work the way we wanted to. We built a little simple front end. Now it's time to deploy our app. So we'll generate a deployer account, and we'll fund that thing, and then we'll yarn deploy to whatever network we want. This is an EVM-compatible tool that works on any EVM chain. You just do -- network wherever, and it'll go. Pick your L2 and send it. Then you put the app on whatever target network you want, and here we have, I guess it was Gnosis chain in this example, but you're able to use whatever target network you want. And there we go, and I'm live hitting the app, and I update the beneficiary, and it's set. Okay, so we've tinkered with our smart contract. We built our front end. We've deployed our smart contract. Now the last piece here is a yarn Vercel YOLO-/prod. So we send our app to Vercel, we get a URL back, and in that short little period, we were able to build a decentralized app, deploy both the smart contract and the front end. Scaffold ETH helps you deploy apps quickly. It's almost like a hackathon stack, but it's production ready. You can use Scaffold ETH to build production ready apps, and a lot of people are. Our next piece is grants. The third pillar of BuidlGuidl is streaming ETH and sending ETH in the form of grants. It started with this contract that you probably can't see, but it was a really interesting contract where the streams work in a really weird way where it starts full, and once it is full, it pauses. So a lot of nights and weekends builders could show up, contribute, and then disappear for a while and come back when they're ready to contribute again. They also can build up their profile. This is Mr. D, one of our first artists. BuidlGuidl is supporting up-and-coming high-impact devs with these streaming smart contracts, but we decided we wanted to switch over to something called cohort stream, something where instead of a smart contract for each builder, we made a cohort stream for a lot of builders. This is a really interesting, really BuidlGuidl native, really Ethereum native story. The BuidlGuidl Labs, if you Google BuidlGuidl Labs, you'll see Etta and Austin and Carlos, and we're hanging out building things. We knew that we wanted to build this cohort stream, so we just sat down, we hit record, and we built it live. We sat down over the course of about 3 one-hour sessions using Scaffold ETH, and we shipped this new thing called a cohort stream. And we use that to fund all sorts of great up-and-coming high-impact devs, including all of these famous and awesome bros right here from Jesse's Hacker House. Then we used it internally to fund a bunch of our internal builders. And that's our cohort streams. And then finally, we have a grants program. You can go to grants.buildguild.com and you can apply for a grant if you've gone through the BuidlGuidl. We do lots of small, like 0.25 kind of small grants, but we also do big grants for other folks that are really having a lot of impact. Lots of completed grants flowing through the grant system. We've streamed over 772 ETH to builders. That is the BuidlGuidl. Those are our 3 pillars: education, tooling, and grants. So that's what we do. We teach you how to build on Ethereum, what to build on Ethereum, why to build on Ethereum. We help you thrive. Okay, so BuidlGuidl, etc. What else does the BuidlGuidl do? Well, since we have all this tooling and all these builders, a lot of random things just kind of pop up. First of all, our BuidlGuidl app. Shout out to the Sand Garden, shout out to Carlos, shout out to Shiv. A lot of builders in the BuidlGuidl building amazing things, but our back office is sort of like we're building our ethos into our own app where we want to show project owners and how much impact they're having. And we want to build it into the app and make it as on-chain native as we can. You can see all the recent builds from all the builders. You can see all the activity, what everybody's up to. You can see what they're withdrawing from their stream for. So they come in and they say, hey, I worked on this thing, and I'm withdrawing this much ETH for it. It's all on-chain. It's all public. As people go through the speed run, they kind of onboard, but we want to do a little bit more intense onboarding. So we have them circle up around an open source repo, and they learn how to contribute and make a PR and do all of that stuff that you kind of need to learn how to do when you're building something in an open source world. And we have this nice little join Telegram thing, and we circle up around a Telegram, and we give them a repo to go work on. And the builders all come in, and they create PRs, and they learn how to work together. And then once they're done with that, we send them off to the BuidlGuidl grants program, and they get a small grant, and then we send them on their way into the ecosystem with all the knowledge and power and tools that they need. ABI Ninja is an app that we built. If you go to abi.ninja, you can get this automatic front end for any smart contract on any EVM-compatible network. Not just can you interface with any smart contract, but you can build an interface here. You can say, I want to have the balance of read function, and I want to have the transfer write function, and that all is built into the URL. So then you can share that URL with your friends. They can come right in here and make a transaction. No more sharing around Etherscan write links. This is way easier. There's big numbers, there's ENS resolution. It's just far better user experience. Hacked Wallet Recovery is another app we've built. It helps you if you've accidentally leaked a seed phrase and there's bots sitting there pulling from it. what you want to do is you want to craft a Flashbots bundle that allows you to fund the wallet, sweep the remaining assets, and not get front run. This helps you do that. It finds your assets, it builds them up, it builds up that Flashbots bundle, and it ships it. Address vision. Sometimes you want to look at what's behind some address. This is a really quick way. You go to addressvision/ any ENS, right? So address.vision/vitalik.eth, and you'll get a page that shows all of that assets. If that address happens to be a safe, look at that. There's a list of all the owners. That's a nicer user interface than the actual safe has, because it doesn't do ENS resolution like that. It's a damn shame. All right, Punk Wallet. Punk Wallet is punk AF. BuidlGuidl is punk AF. But be careful, don't use a Punk Wallet. It actually keeps your private key in local storage. It's more of a play, it's more of a fun thing to do, but you can have a quick wallet on any network and select any coin from that network and send them around. Plus that little scanner button will also scan a Wallet Connect ID. So you could have a Punk Wallet on your phone, maybe you have it in like a notes file that links to it. Again, very not secure, not a good idea, but you can use that and you can, where am I at for time? You can use that to send quick transactions. You can use that to Wallet Connect in. So I could open up Uniswap on my laptop. I can have a Punk Wallet on my phone. I can use this scanner to scan the little Wallet Connect QR code, and then this dude is connected into the laptop where I can orchestrate some set of transactions. Lots of different EVM-compatible networks, lots of shit coins, whatever you want. Brother, we got it. Okay, BuidlGuidl nodes. We're trying to run lots of nodes in lots of places. BuidlGuidl nodes help you run a node in lots of diverse locations, a one-liner. You grab this one-line command, you paste it in, and you've got a node running. It brings up your EL and your CL, and it gives you some great stats. We're going to run them in Africa, LATAM, SEA. It's great. Scaffold ETH extensions. We see people are forking it, so we're going to make it easier to fork. We're going to have lots of extensions out there. Look for the extension system, third-party extensions. We got them. BuidlGuidl coming soon, V4. We're going to do an ETH dev tech tree. We're going to have lots of random prototypes. My call to action, if you know devs that are looking to build on Ethereum, tell them to go speed run Ethereum. If you want to build something awesome, go fork Scaffold ETH and build something. If you want to support the BuidlGuidl, YOLO 420 ETH to BuidlGuidl.eth. Hearts, 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 hearts. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Austin Griffith.
ありがとうございます。
Oh, yeah. You ready to go down the rainbow slide?
お
Face first? I don't think so. No one's
Nakanaka-
gone down face first yet. Oh, he's going. Oh, my God. He's going for it.